tonight, a playoff atmosphere in the Pacific Northwest as the Seattle Mist hope to keep their postseason dreams alive against the expansion Minnesota Valkyrie next on LFL Friday Night Football. Hi everybody, I'm Tom Dork. Tonight, two Western Conference foes try to get back on the right track as the Valkyrie and Mist look to break respective two-game losing streaks and, at least in Seattle's case, try to stay alive in the Western Conference playoff race. Alongside tonight, my new partner, former University of Florida great quarterback, Miami Caliente head coach Bobby Huco. Bob, nice to have you here. Looking forward to working with you as we head down the home stretch.
Glad to be here with you, Tommy. I can't wait to get started.
All right, partner, let's dive right into tonight's matchup. Seattle Mist squandered a very real opportunity to make the playoffs against an inconsistent LA team, but they've still got something to prove tonight.
Tommy, the Seattle Mist season can be best described as a bumpy airplane ride. Once what looked like a smooth takeoff has turned into very turbulent flight with a rough landing ahead for the Mist, now finding themselves in a bad position on the outside looking in while needing a win tonight to stay in the race. But one place the Mist have found stability this year is at quarterback with Laura Creel. She has stepped in for the starter Angela Ripper Rippin and has flourished since, posting a 126.9 quarterback efficiency rating, good for fourth in the league. Seattle's offense has outscored opponents 48-27 since the switch, so while the wins haven't been there, Creel is an important piece of the team's present and future.
Bobby, another very important player for Seattle's success is Cam Warner. She leads the team not only in offense but defense as well, and is playing what could be her final game tonight.
Question is, can Creel and Warner continue to have great performances against a well-coached and talented Valkyrie team?
For a look at the Minnesota Valkyrie and their franchise quarterback, John Eskurdik, who is coming back from a broken arm sustained against LA and defender Chloe Butler. Let's go to the third member of our broadcast team. Here's Lauren Gardner.
Well, thanks, Tom and Bob. You know, the Minnesota Valkyrie have been plagued by some key injuries throughout the season, but none have really had the same impact that the loss of starting quarterback John Eskurdik has had. She led her team to a 1-0 start on the season and had Minnesota in a great position over LA with a halftime lead before going down in the second half back in that contest in October. Now, Eskurdik back in the lineup that looks to be a much more confident team, especially offensively. Head coach and offensive coordinator Tony Nguyen feels like he can really open up his playbook tonight, and that really makes for a dangerous Minnesota Valkyrie. Guys?
Well, it's time to lace them up. Can Minnesota play the role of spoiler and kill Seattle's playoff hopes? Kickoff's coming up next. Let's go down to the field. Our third member of our team, Lauren Gardner.
Thanks, guys. I'm alongside our quarterbacks for tonight, John Eskurdik. John, you're coming off of a very significant wrist injury. How concerned are you about how it's going to behave tonight?
Things have been going great. I've been rehabbing, I've been pushing it, I've been practicing for the last few weeks, so I'm not nervous about them at all. They've been doing what I need them to do, and we're going to come out tonight, and I'm going to show them that I'm fine.
Thanks, John. Best of luck tonight. Fans not happy with her. All right, Laurel Krill, you obviously have a great fan base here. This is a big game tonight with playoffs on the line. You're going up against a very inexperienced Minnesota Valkyrie defense. What are you guys going to have to do to expose their weaknesses?
We just got to play tough on defense. We got to get a few stops, and our offense is, we can score when we want, and we've proven that. And we get a few stops on defense, and it's going to be over. We've been working on it since our LA game, and it's about to bring it right here to Minnesota.
Thank you, Laurel. Best of luck tonight. They seem pretty confident. I think we're in for a good game, guys.
All right, thank you, Lauren. Let's go. Sold out. This place is rocking and rolling. Seattle trying to hang on for that possible playoff berth. Minnesota looking for a little respectability. Christine Moore, has already got it teed up. We are ready to play football. Moore looks down at the ball, waiting for the official to say, here we go. There it is, drop of the arm, and we are set. Very high end over end kick, and it hits the scoreboard.
Wow, Tommy, was that Christine Moore or Sebastian Janikowski? I haven't seen that in the LFL ever.
Very strong, I like that. Let's listen into the official here. Thank you, Nick. So the ball goes right to the 15, and it's Minnesota football right here. And this is a drive now with Eskurdik, who's coming back from being injured. who's got a lot of talent, very big, strong quarterback, almost a 111 quarterback rating. You'd think they got to get things going right away. Little shovel pass, and it's fumbled, and Skurdik had to go back and get it. Look at the Minnesota offense. Sydney Freilich leads the team in receptions, real chance to be an all-fantasy player in her career. And Kelly Gillespie, most improved blocking, a real key to Minnesota's success tonight. They can hold off that Seattle defense and give Skurdik a little time. They got a shot to score some points.
Absolutely, Tommy. They look a little bit rusty. You can tell by our first play. Jana, she hasn't been in the game in a long time, and a fumble like that, you got to pick it up here, because too many mistakes like that, the miss is going to jump all over them.
And you see Tony Wynn, they're kind of talking to her about how to throw that pass. She had the broken arm. She did that in a game right at halftime of their second game of the year. They had a great win in their first one at Green Bay, and now they're running out of time.
They were actually up 7-6 at that time when they got hurt. And here's another mistake, Tommy. I can't believe it. 2 plays in a row to open the game when they have to come out. Seattle's going to take advantage of mistakes like this.
As well they should. Second down and 20 after the delay of game penalty. And now it's big job for that offensive line. Skurdik, hands off. Here's Bastian right up the middle, and she gets out to about the 9-yard line, and that Seattle front, led by Cam Warner, is just terrific. Warner's everywhere on the field, leads the missed in tackles, and it's just a terrific player. Jessica Hopkins, a ball hawk on deep balls and among the league leader in interceptions. She can play. Very smart player, does a lot of things well. Lisa, they've got to throw the ball now, partner.
They absolutely have to throw the ball, but Bastian coming off that injury. Welcome back to the LFL, Lisa Bastian.
All right, they got to throw the football now. Yeah, she had the torn ACL. Skurdik calling out the play. And now they run the football and run it up the middle and get it back past the original line of scrimmage, but there's got to be a flag here.
Tommy, that's a penalty. That's another rookie mistake. I can't believe that Minnesota's opening up like this. They had to come on top of Seattle, and they have to throw the ball. Another penalty.
This is just killing them early going. Here's the official. So now 4th and long.
4th and long, opening drive, a place you don't want to be. I mean, they have to know the rules. Every 4 downs, you must throw the ball twice. That's the rules.
Well, and now they're going to give if they don't get a first down, they're going to give Seattle terrific field position here. Because there's no kicking in this game. You get 4 downs to get 10 yards.
Chris Michelson is licking his chops right now. This is exactly what he wants. If they win this game and get in a tiebreaker for the playoffs against Chicago, they need as many points as they can get. This is perfect for Seattle.
4th down. Skurdik calls for the football. Fades back. She's got to throw it. She's got a receiver wide open. Throws over the middle, and it is caught and dropped. Oh, baby. That had first down and touchdown written all over it, Bobby.
That ball, play action pass, drop back. Actually, an awesome pass here by Jana. This should be 6 points for Seattle. You cannot make mistakes like this on the first series. Wow. They dodged the bullet right there.
Oh, huge. And now Seattle's got it. 1st and 10 in terrific field position at the Minnesota 14-yard line. And they've got Laurel Creel, who's really had a good season now. Angela Rippon was the starting quarterback early on. Creel has come on in relief and has been terrific.
Pick a poison, Tommy. You got Creel or Rippon. They both can play.
All right, so 1st down. Creel fakes a handoff, rolls out to the right side, looks, steps up, throws, and it's overthrown and incomplete.
Great play, Tommy.
Creel loves to throw that deep ball and is a very experienced quarterback. She knows what it takes. Emily Bella, tight end, gets the start tonight as the Miss try to find consistent line play. Again, just like we talked about with Minnesota, they've got to hold off that defensive pressure.
Creel had some early game jitters right there. Play action pass, she missed a wide open receiver, but sometimes early in the game you're not warmed up right. That should have been 6 right there.
That's Cam Warner right behind her. All-world running back, and there's Warner with the football. Inside the 10, waited for her block. She's down near the 5-yard line.
Cam Warner, 37 years old. She's a finalist for the league MVP and LFL Defensive Player of the Year this year, Tommy. What a player.
Kendra Ruff, defensive end, a blue-collar player, moving up the defensive line from the secondary. She was hurt early in the season. And Freilich leads an inexperienced secondary who will certainly be tested tonight.
That secondary that whole defense got hurt over the year. They have secondary players up on the line tonight. Seattle should have a big night up front running the ball.
Well, Kendra Ruff was their safety, and they really loved her. She was hurt. Creel fades back, steps up, throws, and the pass is incomplete. Nice job with the hit right as the pass was coming in. Let's go down to the field. Our third member of our team, Lauren Gardner.
Well, guys, I had the opportunity to speak with each coach before tonight's game about the keys to this matchup. For Minnesota, it's to stop Cam Warner. They have to limit her to lateral movement. And for Seattle here, it's really about stopping the run on the weak side and to play physically and aggressively, guys.
Well, partner, now they went from terrific shape. It's 4th down, 4th and 2. They can run the football here. Run goes around the left side. That's Erica Smith. Great block, and Smith is in. Touchdown!
That's the way to run the ball right there. Cam Warner had an incredible block to open that up, and Erica Smith is a future superstar. Watch this block, Tommy.
Right there. Great job. Yep, good call, partner.
Erica Smith, loads of talent, raw talent, but she's young. 19 years old. She will be one of the top superstars over the next 5 years.
6-0. Seattle's going to go for 2.
They have to go for 2. For that tiebreaker in the playoffs, Chris Michelson knows they got to score as many points as they can. Every touchdown tonight, they're going to go for 2 points.
Looking at a tiebreaker, should Seattle win tonight and then Chicago win in L.A., which is a long shot but could happen. It comes down to points. Creel comes around the right side. It's a keeper, and she's in. The 2-point conversion is successful. 8-0. Seattle scores first, draws first blood. And in a must-win situation, Seattle with a great response.
Great start for the Miss.
There's the touchdown run. Smith brings it in, TD. Beautiful shot downtown Seattle. Looks like a little fishing boat going on there in the outside. Jonna Skirdick now looking to redeem herself and her team a little bit in their second possession. It's Moretto in motion. That's the same play that started the game where they had the fumble, and this time it's not quite as bad, but it is a loss on the play, loss of maybe 3. Bell with the tackle. And it'll be 2nd and 13. Let's see what the flag is. What do you think, Paul?
I didn't see anything out there. It looked like a clean play to me.
The officials are meeting. This is always dangerous. Oh, you're good. Rookie of the day.
I was going to tell him to flip a coin. There's nothing out there. Let them play. Let the girls be girls.
Ryan Wright, 23 trap. Block, call. Ryan Wright, 23 trap.
There she is. Now you know what the play is. Diamond Wright, 23 trap.
My favorite.
Figured it was. 2nd down and 13. Hand up. Bastion goes up the middle and almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and this is not looking good for Minnesota. This is not how you want to start a football game on the road.
Not at all. Little wardrobe malfunction right there. That's part of the LFL too. But LaShonda Fowler right there, she pinned her ears back and she stopped Bastion. I'm telling you what, Seattle came to play right now. Minnesota did not.
3rd and 11. They have thrown the ball once and handed it off once, so they've got to run. They've got to at least pass one more time should they get to 4th down. And you'd think they'd want to do that right here on 3rd down, give themselves the option on 4th. Little pitch pass, it is, and they're going to get a couple. That's Moretto. Krieger-Zier with the stop. Moretto got a couple, but I tell you, the thing Seattle's doing, partner, is they are right there. There's Tony Wynn, their head coach. Seattle is not giving anything up close.
Not at all. I mean, right there, 3rd and 11, you can hold an inside trap like that. You can tell they don't have a passing game. If that was Seattle, they'd be throwing the ball 12 yards for a first down. Minnesota, with that spread option, they don't have a passing game. We get 3rd and 11 situations.
So now 4th down, let's call it 4th and 9. And Skirdick, who's got a chance to be a star in this league, don't get us wrong, she's got a chance to be just a terrific quarterback. Fades back, steps up, looks, steps, throws, and threw that one into the 2nd row of the seats. And it's incomplete, and now Seattle gets it right back in terrific field position.
Tommy, it's early in the game, but I'm going to tell you what, that was a huge mistake by Minnesota. This could be the key series of the game right now. If Seattle can score right here and start putting daggers in, this game might be over early.
Tough one because obviously Minnesota.
Don't hit it.
Yeah.
Double meshes. Let's go double regular meshes. And let's keep the
Chris Michelson talking to his quarterback, trying to make sure she knows exactly what play he wants called right here. And I think your call is really good. This is a key possession right here for both teams.
If I know Michelson, he's going to go for a score right now. A lot of times when you get a turnover, you get the ball back, try to score quick.
Creel under center. Fades straight back, throws over the middle, and it is looked like caught and dropped. I thought she had that right in her hands.
I'm going to tell you what, Creel can throw the football. She took a 3-step drop right there, little play action. Erica Smith, superstar, but she's raw talent. That ball should have been caught for a touchdown right now. Great call by Coach Michelson.
So it brings up 2nd down and 10. Creel in to tell her team exactly what she is looking for.
I think Michelson's going to keep throwing as much as he can. With a talented quarterback like this, he's going to go for the jugular again.
Well, especially with the lack of talent and the lack of experience in Seattle's secondary. In Minnesota's secondary.
Absolutely right, Tommy.
Quarterback keeper. Now she throws back to the left side. Pass is caught down to about the 6-yard line. Jessica Hopkins right there with the catch.
Another great play call. Little play action throwback to Jessica Hopkins. I'm going to tell you what. I love that call right there, and Jessica Hopkins is a finalist for the coveted Mortaz Award this year for on and off the field. She is one of the top players in the LFL.
So 1st and goal. Football's at the Minnesota 5-yard line. Seattle knocking on the door. We're middle of the first half, and Seattle's had a lot of success here early, not only stopping Minnesota, they've got a touchdown already and are looking to put more points on the board. Creel throws, and the pass is deflected and incomplete. She's lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Absolutely. Threw right in the coverage. She tried to force it there. She had time. She could have sat back there. There was no rush at all, but you know what? She was trying to get greedy right there, Tommy.
And quarterbacks do that. I know quarterbacks think, and I'm not just picking on you as a former quarterback, but you think, hey, I got a shot, there she is, boom, and you don't see that there's 3 other defenders right around her.
Absolutely right. Hey, Coach Michelson teaches her, if you got something in the end zone, look there first, then check down. She went forward even though she was covered.
2nd and goal now. Again, the football at the 5-yard line. Christine Moore, the center. Handoff. It's a delay. And this is Erica Smith. Nice hesitation. Comes around the outside. She's to the 5. Touchdown! Erica Smith comes around the right side. Dives in and a little celebration sit against the wall.
Gotta love it.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta love Erica Smith. Give it to the hot player. Erica Smith again. Take the handoff, reverse to Erica Smith. Look at this talent. Checks inside like Barry Sanders right there. That looked just like a Barry Sanders cut. Unbelievable talent.
So she is in with 6:40 left. Lots of celebrating on the Seattle sideline.
They're dancing better than the girls or guys in The Longest Yard. Do you remember that show, Tommy?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's one of your favorites, wasn't it?
Absolutely was.
Going for 2 here. Creel rolls around the right side. Oh, look at this. She's got a lot of room. Steps inside, and the 2-point conversion is good.
This could get ugly, Tommy. The miss wasn't a 14.5 favorite for nothing.
On the handoff, Smith around the right side for the Seattle TD.
Quite happy head coach Chris Michelson. Laurel Creel looks incredibly comfortable out there. How are you feeling about this team's play so far?
Well, it's good. She is missing some key passes, though. I don't like the drop by Erica Smith across the middle. Those little things will come back to haunt us. But on defense, I'm loving what we're doing. We're being aggressive. We're being physical, just like we've been telling them. And they're coming to life tonight. I love it.
Thanks, coach, guys.
Well, this is huge now, partner. Minnesota has absolutely got to answer here. Skirdick, under center, has a little motion. And she is in trouble and going to be sacked. Skirdick was looking for an opening down the right side. Warren right there with the sack, and Minnesota just can't get out of their own way right now.
Not at all. They tried that Auburn spread option right here. Warren came through, pinned her ears back. Unbelievable play by Warren.
And now it's 2nd and 15 after that 5-yard loss. And Minnesota just can't find any answers right now. This is where you'd think they try and find either Freilich or Murado.
It's
one of those
time.
two.
They have to find those two. They have to go after those two. Big targets.
Down 16 here in the first half. Nice job of the offensive line, and they do find Freilich, and she's got it across the 15, and oh, what a hit. A terrific finishing hit. Krieger-Zayer there absolutely annihilated her after that play was over.
Tommy, at 6'1", Freilich is like Gronkowski with Brady at New England. They should be firing that ball all night long like that. Tight end option, 5 yards down the field, let her run over people.
3rd and 7 now. Minnesota looking for a first down. Skurdik looks up the field, steps up, throws, and this one's way overthrown into the stands. Nice catch by that young man. It's incomplete, going to 4th down, and let's listen in as Skurdik goes to talk to her team, see what the play is. Let's see if we can get a good call. Tony Wynn right there calling it in. Let's hear Janet.
Lion right, 524, bend pass. Lion right, 524, bend pass.
I love that call, Tommy. It's going to be to one of the big girls right now. That's what they got to keep doing. Throw to your big receivers.
Needs a first down here, fades back, got a flag down, steps up, throws. Nice throw and catch. Krista Landwehr's right there. We got a first down and more. Big play for Minnesota. And we got a wired up.
Nice job! Nice job! That's how we do it!
That was a very nice throw and a good catch. And we had that flag on the field. Let's see what the call is from the official.
Play action pass right there. Look at the way she steps up into it. She's looking like she was when she played against Los Angeles. Beautiful pass right there. She keeps that going. She can get Minnesota back in the ballgame.
Took her time, found the open receiver. 1st and goal now. Football to Seattle, 9-yard line. High snap, handoff Bastian, cuts inside, and this Seattle front has just been terrific. They're not allowing anything to happen. They're closing it down quick.
They are closing it down, but Bastian is a beast. You have to wonder if she's 100%, but I think she is. She's looking good tonight, Tommy.
She had that ACL surgery and was missed most of the year. 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Skurdik has to go for the blood right here. You got to score some points right now.
See if they can put something in the end zone right here. And this is Murado at quarterback on the Wildcat. Murado rolls out to the left side, lobs into the corner, and who's right there? Jonna Skurdik caught it, touchdown. A Wildcat formation, Murado to Skurdik, you turn the tables, and it's a touchdown.
Murado is a great athlete. Look at this, scrambling around, but making something happen, attack the line, make them come up to you, then lob it in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Very nicely drawn up. I like that play. You throw it to a 6'1", 6'2" receiver.
Coach Wynn, that's what he has to do every time they have the ball. Throw it to the tight ends, Freilich, the big girls, right down the field.
So the touchdown is good. Now 16-6, trying to go for 2 here. Murado, again in the Wildcats, got some room right up the middle. It closes quick. She tries to get in, and it's very close, and they say she got in. This will be a very controversial play. Seattle is upset, but the official says 2 points on the board, 16-8. It was Murado to Skurdik on the touchdown pass that put Minnesota on the board. Welcome back to the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Got a good one going tonight. Miss started fast, but the Valkyrie showing some signs of life here in Seattle. 2 minutes left. Creel fades back, steps up, throws, and the pass is caught and dropped. Yikes.
Wow, great play call by Michelson right there. Do you see that, Tommy? That was the old hook and ladder. She had the pitch, she just dropped the ball.
Oh, so she's going to catch it and throw it.
Pitch it, absolutely. That could have been another touchdown for Seattle. Great call again.
So 2nd down and 10 now. Creel, hands off. This is Smith, comes around the left side. She's got a big opening. She's across midfield, and the ball came loose. Football came loose, but the officials say she was down. Tony Wynn hollering at the officials, the coach from Minnesota, but they say she was down, and that'll be a big first down.
That is Erica Smith being Erica Smith. She is the new Barry Sanders of the LFL. She was down. That's a good call by the ref.
So 1st and 10, football at the 23-yard line. Little hitch play. That's Smith, cuts inside, now goes around the outside, 15, 10, 5, we got flags down. She's in the end zone, but that doesn't look good for the offense where those flags came in.
Wow, there was more flags flying around there than fear factor. Watch this, Smith looks incredible. A little hitch pattern right there. She cuts it all the way across the field and takes it in for a touchdown, but there's a foul somewhere.
There it was, you saw the hold right there. There was a hold right there. 5-yard penalty for repeat first down, so it'll be 1st and 15 now.
Now wait a minute, Tommy, where are they spotting the ball?
Look where they're putting the ball. Now it's 1st and 5.
A holding penalty should be from the line of scrimmage. It should be back 1st and 15.
Tony Wynn screaming, I would be too. Now they've given a terrific advantage. Now it's 1st and 5 after a holding penalty.
Wow, that's a huge mistake by the official. This is humongous for Chris Michelson and the Mist.
Handoff, that's Warner, comes around the right side. Cam Warner drives in, touchdown!
That's only fitting, Tommy. Give it to the franchise player. The crowd is rocking here in Seattle. Cam Warner, basic handoff, great blocking up front. Look at her, she should not retire this year. I think she's going to be the Brett Favre and come back for another year.
37 years old, and Cam Warner is still a huge star in this league. Touchdown makes it 22-8, and they're going to go for 2 again. Seattle, like you said, it's a point differential now, and Seattle's got to take every opportunity. They've got to think Chicago's going to go to L.A. and win, so we've got to build up these points.
And with Coach Heck back in Chicago this year, they can beat L.A.
We shall see. That'll be a big one in a couple weeks. Creel keeps it, goes around the right side, throws into the end zone. It's caught by her center, Christine Moore. And how about Moore handing the ball to the defender? Oh, you gotta like that.
You gotta love Chris Michelson's playbook. Watch this, a little play action, little bootleg. You're throwing it back to the center right now. The center caught the touchdown. I bet you Chris Angel couldn't even figure out who's gonna score next.
Well, this has been terrific. This has just been a dream for Seattle so far. Up 24-8. I don't know that they could have scripted this much better.
They can't. They are looking good. Seattle's got a great shot of making the playoffs right now. If they can keep this up, Minnesota has to answer when they get the ball, though.
And they've got it right now. 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Skurdick, handoff. That's Bastion. Bastion comes along the right side. Gets about 5, stays on her feet, ends up with about 7 or 8 yards on the carry, and that's a big play for Minnesota now.
It's a great play. You know what? That's the only way they're going to score because their passing game, if they hit the tight ends, it's a great passing game. If they keep throwing the long Hail Marys, they're going to not score any points. So you have to give the ball to Bastion. She can score at any time.
You called her a beast earlier, and I think that's exactly right. Fade back, 2nd and 2. Looking long, throws the ball down the field, and this one is almost intercepted. How about Jessica Hopkins with the hands there?
Jessica Hopkins, I'm going to tell you what, one of the best defensive backs in the league, and she has 8 solo tackles from free safety. She's better than Ronnie Lott in the LFL, the way she plays.
Here's the throw. She's looking down the field. Look at this, Coach. Oh,
that ball should have been picked off. Coach Michelson is going to be all over her at halftime. That could be more points for Seattle right there. They got lucky.
So make it 3rd down now, 3rd and a couple. Give it right to Bastion, and she's got a 1st down, and that's about it. Again, that Seattle front 3 gave her maybe 1.5 yards, 2 yards. Cam Warner with the stop. Bastion gives Minnesota a 1st down, 1st and 10 at the Seattle 24-yard line, and they got a hurry. Clock's running.
Clock is running. Bastion is looking like the old Bastion. Her game is back.
And now they spiked the football, and now we got flags down. Skurdick threw the spike.
What was wrong with that?
Let's listen in. You're kidding me.
What? The ball cannot touch the ground on the spike? Tommy, I played quarterback for how many years? Every quarterback, every fan knows to spike the football, it has to hit the ground.
So they call intentional grounding. Oh, this is huge. Skurdick fades back, throws. It is caught and dropped. Oh, the football was right there, and they just couldn't hang on.
This ball has to be caught. Play action, spread action. Skurdick looks great. With pressure, she puts it right on the money. To beat Seattle, you've got to make those plays right there.
Bastion just could not hang on. That's a big drop. And they're in a little trouble now with 33.5 seconds to go. It's 3rd and long.
They don't have a play like this in their playbook.
3rd and 16. Skurdik under pressure, avoids that, now steps up, throws long into the end zone. There's nobody home. And it's incomplete, and now it is 4th down.
3rd and 16. Minnesota doesn't have a deep passing game. They don't have a vertical passing game. They got to either give it to Bastion or throw short to the tight end and let them make the play.
Well, Freilich, how about like an 8-9 yard out, something like that? Does that make sense?
All night long. That's what Tom Brady does in New England. They could do it all night long. Coach Wynn's going to watch this film. Their next game, they're going to be ready. They got 2 great receivers, 2 big tight ends. They got to use them more.
So 4th down now, 4th and 16. Fades back, steps up, throws, and the pass is deflected and incomplete, but hold the phone, we got flags down. This could be in the area of holding, but I'm not so sure. I didn't see a hold.
I think it was an illegal rush, Tommy. I think they had
illegal blitz. Okay, yep.
You can rush 2 players once every 4 downs, and that was illegal right there. They had 2 coming in. Actually, not a smart play by the Mist. They had them 4th and 16. They would have got the ball back on the Minnesota 20.
Very nice call, Bobby.
Wow. Coach Michelson is not going to like that.
No. Any coach would be a little upset. You get the ball back and give them the football right back in a 1st down. And there's Chris out there. He was out there hollering at his defense.
Absolutely.
22.1 second left. A Minnesota score here would go a long way toward making that halftime feel a little bit better. Skurdik fades back. Got some pressure, throws a wounded duck, and the pass is incomplete. And we got flags down. Hold it. Flags down again. Now it's 1st down, so I don't think it can be an illegal blitz, but here's the play, Coach.
She's got great protection. Great protection. Throws it up. That ball, I know we're in Seattle, but that should be in Oregon. It looked like a wounded duck. Should have been shot down.
Krista Landwehr called for the hold. And Minnesota can't get out of their own way, unfortunately. I don't know how else to say it.
You know what? They had a tough game coming in with all these injuries, but they did not come to play tonight. Too many mistakes. Coach Wynn is going to correct these by next season. He's got a lot of people playing out of position, but too many mistakes tonight.
Yeah. When you got a safety playing on the defensive line, you got problems.
Yep.
You know that, and so does everybody else.
And you got to teach them the position in 1 week.
So now 1st and 15 with 15.5 seconds left. Skurdik fades back, got terrific protection. She could throw from the rocking chair, throws a beautiful ball down the field, and it's almost intercepted. It was a pretty throw, but there was no white shirts there. Incomplete.
Great protection again.
Krieger's ear right there.
Great protection. Look at this. There's no concept, though. They're just throwing up Hail Marys, hoping somebody can get under it. If they watch Seattle's passing game, there's a scheme to it. Minnesota's deep passing game, there's nothing to it. They're just throwing the ball up. Hopefully somebody will catch it.
Well, it looks like she zeroes in on one receiver and then stays with that receiver. 2nd down, 2nd and 15. Skurdik with 7.8 left. Again, is going to have all day back here. Steps up, throws long, and it is almost intercepted. Ball was almost picked off. Jessica Hopkins was right there. Let's go down to the field. Lauren Gardner.
Thanks, guys. Coach, it seemed like there was a little bit of a confusion out there, a few penalties. What's going on?
Well, there are a few things. The biggest thing is there's lack of execution. I think the fact that our quarterback's been out for the last 2 games, there's a little bit of communication there, and I got to give it to Seattle. The crowd is loud, which makes it tougher for a quarterback coming back. We have to make some adjustments. We have to hold the edge on defense. They're killing us, so we're going to bring it back to the basics. I still feel good about our game plan, and I know we're down a couple scores. We're going to get the ball back in the second half, and we're going to go from there.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach Wynn. Yeah, you mentioned the crowd being loud. I can barely hear myself think out here, guys. It's a great crowd here tonight.
All right, thanks, Lauren. 24-8 is our score at halftime. We'll be right back.
This is Friday Night Football.
Welcome back to Seattle. Mist lead by 2 scores at the half. Let's go inside the Valkyrie locker room.
It's nothing.
We can score 3-4 times in 17 minutes. Okay, ladies? We can do this. You know what you're supposed to do. Do it strong. It's and let's go, okay? We are bitches.
And here's our first half highlight. Speedy Erica Smith burns Minnesota on the edges. First left, then right. Well, the suffocating Miss D is right on their A game. Minnesota replies. Morado to Skirtic. Make it a game here in Seattle. But Warner gets the last laugh as Seattle leads it 24-8. Now let's check out halftime stats. Seattle outgained Minnesota 3-1 on the ground, and that's the difference in an otherwise evenly matched game.
This is Friday Night Football.
Welcome back. Beautiful Seattle, Washington, one of the great cities in America. Outside, it is just gorgeous. Inside, at least for the home team, things looking awful good. Set for the kickoff, Freilich is there. Erica Smith is deep. Seattle playing for their playoff lives. Minnesota playing for a little respect. And we'll see if the Aretha Franklin song Respect plays out here as Minnesota gets a little bit of respect. Here's the kick. Erica Smith is there. She'll take it at about the 3-yard line. Brings it out across the 10 to the 15, out to about the 18 or 19-yard line. And that's where they'll have it. 1st and 10 to start this second half.
Erica Smith does everything, Tommy. She kind of reminds me of Etta Paul in Orlando. Just all around does everything.
Player that you had down in Miami and one of the really good ones.
Both of them should be stars, superstars in this league for the upcoming years.
See Creel's numbers. 11 yards. Not terrific, but she had a couple balls that were dropped as well.
I look for Angela Ripton to get a little bit. They got to get her arm loosened up for the playoffs this year also.
All right, good point. We'll watch for that. Motion goes to the near side. Fades back, throws over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Could have been a penalty there, but it's incomplete. Down on the sidelines, Lauren Gardner, what's up?
Hey guys, I spoke with All Fantasy wide receiver Jessica Hopkins with the Seattle Mist coming out of this half about what she liked about this team's play, and she basically said that, hey, we're thrilled with our defensive play, but the keys to the second half is really finishing. We need to play strong and we need to play aggressive, guys.
All right, thanks, Lauren. It makes sense. Creel looks over the defense. 2nd down and 10. Football at the 19-yard line. She'll fade back. Got lots of time. Terrific protection. Now starts to roll out, steps up, throws, and it's overthrown. Intended for Erica Smith. Overthrown, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Straight drop back, Tommy. She steps up, moves out of the pocket, kind of like Drew Brees. Fires a BB. That ball should have been caught by Erica Smith. Great play by Creel.
Yeah, that was a very well thrown ball. I didn't realize first time we saw it, but she threw a great pass there.
What I like about Coach Michelson, he really gets his quarterback 3-step drop. Watch their drops, 1, 2, 3, throw. Minnesota quarterbacks don't do that. That's why they throw the ball all over the place.
All right, 3rd and 10. Creel, a little fake, now hands it right up the middle, and there's Cam Warner. Look at Warner, just dragged the defender. Warner, there's her numbers coming into this game. 16 rushes, 153 yards, and a couple touchdowns. She's just a superstar in this league and retiring at the end of this season.
Fake pitch, inside trap, Warner right up the middle. Tom, I hope she doesn't retire next year.
She can play. She is a true star in this league. And one that you especially think would be in the all-fantasy game. 4th down, 4th and 3. They can run it or pass it. They chose to run, come around the left side. It's going to be a 1st down and more. That's Erica Smith again. Smith's inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. A big 1st down for the Seattle Mist.
What a running combination with Smith and Warner. There's no way Coach Michelson won't try to keep these guys together in the backfield. They both are superstars. They both are all fantasy players.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good point. You got a lot of talent around the league. These are 2 players that definitely can play.
2 running backs like that and 2 quarterbacks. When Angela Ripon gets her game up with Creel, Seattle could be the super team for the next 2 years.
Creel comes up under center. 1st and 10, football at the 14-yard line. She'll fade back, got a little pressure. Now rolls out of the pocket, and she's going down. Rolled out and was looking for an opening, but just couldn't find anything.
Coach Michelson is trying to score more points, the better. Like we said, this game, unless Minnesota does something we don't know they're going to do, Seattle's going to try to score as many points as they can in the second half. Coach Michelson's going to pull out all stops.
Yeah, this is all about point differential. Should it come down to 2-2 teams tied, right now it'd be Seattle if they end up tied with LA.
Absolutely. Either team, Seattle or LA, would be great in the playoffs, but right now Seattle is playing like a well-oiled machine.
2nd down and 14. Little pass ahead. There's Smith. She goes around the left side, inside the 5. Touchdown! Erica Smith has been terrific all game long. Takes that one to the house, and Seattle at home is rolling.
Wow. Creel to Smith again. Seattle has not seen a combination like this since Zorn to Largent, Tommy.
I like it. I like it. Not a great throw, but boy, Smith just took it after that.
You take it underneath. It's like Barry Sanders. Get the ball in her hands. She's going to make things happen. She has the capabilities to score every time she touches the ball.
Now they're looking for 2 again. And again, Creel right there. Rolls out to the right side. She's looking, and that's LaShonda Fowler wide open. 2-point conversion is good. Seattle is absolutely rolling. This touchdown pass, Erica Smith around the left side, fought her way in. Seattle in control. Welcome back to Seattle. It is a hot night inside the arena. Minnesota with the football in trouble. Skurdick with the football at their own 15-yard line. Handoff. Here goes Bastian around the right side. And Bastian's going to get about 4 or 5. Krieger-Zier is right there on the stop. And you like this maybe a little earlier, Coach. Now with the score the way it is, you need to score.
Tommy, you're right. That's the problem with the college bend, Auburn-type offense. It's not quick scoring. They're not throwing the ball down the field. But if you're going to try to score, obviously they might not think they can score 30 points. But Bastian is the one to give the ball to. She can make it happen. She's the one that can put points on the board. But that's why next year Minnesota's going to have to develop a vertical passing game. They don't have it right now.
Here's the Skurdick, 28 yards. No TDs, but obviously she caught the 1 touchdown pass. Motion. Coming back, and that's Bastian again. And here she goes right up the middle, and that is enough for a first down. So, and now we got a little pushing and shoving.
Wow.
Look out.
Shades of Miami-Tampa last year, Tommy. Girls will be girls.
And you remember that game very well as the Miami coach.
There might be more than that happening coming up here, Tommy. Minnesota's getting beat pretty bad. I got a feeling a couple more fights might happen.
Nice run right there. And again, this set things up for next year. That looks really nice to see Bastian run the football. But you think right now you want to score a little more, right?
Absolutely. You got to mix in passing. If you remember Auburn with their spread offense, right. Cam Newton could throw the ball deep.
Exactly.
So you got to develop that. Other than if you don't have a passing game, you can bring all 7 girls up around the line of scrimmage and just challenge them to pass.
And that's what it looks like they're doing, because nothing short, aside from these last couple, has really worked very well. And we've got flags down, and she's going nowhere. That was a loss of a couple. Let's see what the flags are all about.
Looked like an illegal formation right there, Tom.
We were going nowhere.
Flag down on the play. Illegal formation on the defense.
So was that too close to the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, it's just what you were talking about. They know that they're not going to pass the ball down the field. They all come up. The safeties have to be at least 10 yards back. I don't blame Coach for bringing them up.
Right.
But you know what? The refs caught him.
So now, 1st and 10. Football at the 20-yard line. Handoff again. There's Bastian. And Bastian, just a steady diet of Bastian right now. Looks like a pretty good idea. That's a gain of about 4 yards on the play. Make it 2nd and 6.
Coach Wynn knows who this Michael Jordan is. Bastian can score. Emily Bell, how about that tackle? Emily Bell has been all over the field tonight.
Played very well defensively, yeah. 2nd and 6 now. Football sits at the 16-yard line. Jonna Skurdick calling the play, and it looks like there's a little confusion.
The one good thing, Skurdick, health-wise, looks like she's okay.
Yeah, after that broken arm, she looks a lot better right now. Fades back, delay draw, and there's a big spot right there. She's inside the 15, down to about the 11-yard line. make it 3rd down and a yard to go here for the first down.
Tommy, the only problem with this play, they got a draw play, but the way the draw play works, you have to have a passing game. They're not passing the ball. So nobody's looking for the pass. The draw won't work without a passing game.
And that makes sense. I mean, you don't have to do it every time, but you got to have people thinking, I can throw it at any point in time I want to.
Exactly.
Got to have the threat. 3rd down, 3rd and a yard, and they've got to throw the football. She'll fade back, got some pressure, steps up, throws, and it's caught. There's Sydney Freilich, and Freilich has got it inside the 5, down to about the 4-yard line.
Tommy, I would throw all night long. They should have done this all first half. 3-step drop, throw it to Freilich, let her play. It's open all night. Now, maybe that's why we're up here and the coaches are down there, but they should have been doing that all night.
Skirdick calling out the play. And again, a long time in the huddle here. And they start to break and come back. And now Skirdick's going to the outside. They're going to the Wildcat again. Morato is in at quarterback.
I don't know if I like this, Tommy.
Morato gets motion. And the running play is going absolutely nowhere. A quarterback keeper, Morato with nowhere to go.
The Wildcats okay, but not every time you get in the red zone. You got Skirdick finally throwing the ball great to Freilich, and then you go to the Wildcat. Why, Tommy? Why?
That's something we'll have to ask Tony Wynn after the game. There he is. So 2nd and goal now. Skirdick again calling out the play. See smiles on their face. They like whatever it is. And again, it's Morato.
I don't know, Tommy. I don't like it again.
Morato looking. Now he's going to try and run with it. Gets inside the 5 to the 4. So maybe he got a yard on that play. That Seattle front 3 closed up very quickly.
The only thing going on with the Wildcat inside the 10, Morato runs around, so the defense is going to come up. The only thing that's worked all night, which play, Tommy,
is the little pitch pass and the lob to
throwing it to somebody you don't expect, the quarterback. That's the only thing that's worked out of the Wildcat all night.
3rd and goal now. Morato gets motion again. Now fades back, looking into the end zone, steps up, throws, and oh, what a catch!
Wow.
I didn't think she caught it.
Wow.
What a grab by Skirdick in the corner of the end zone.
That was incredible.
Falling over the wall, one-handed catch, and I think that guy lost his beer.
He did lose his beer. Mitch Mortaza might have to buy that guy a beer.
Let's see it here on the replay.
Not much to it, but an unbelievable catch. I think she stole it from the fan and the beer. Does she have a beer in her hand right now?
That is no, but that's one of the best catches we've seen all year.
That's why at FSU, Skirdick was an all-around athlete, volleyball, and a lot of sports.
Again, back to the Wildcat. Morato throws it and overthrows everybody, and it is incomplete. Well, the touchdown was terrific. Morato again finds Skirdick, and that is one heck of a catch. 6 minutes, 52 seconds left, and Minnesota with a nice answer. Again, to make things feel good. They're not going to win the football game, and now Angela Rippon in at quarterback. Mark Rippon, former Super Bowl MVP's daughter. And it's a handoff. Erica Smith goes around the right side. She's across the 20, out near midfield, very close to a first down.
Erica Smith should be all fantasy. We got the Ripper in the game. I like it. Let's see if she can throw it today. Look at Erica Smith, Tommy.
She's a star in the making. 2nd down and a yard to go. Quick pass goes right side. Erica Smith with it. She's got a first down and more inside the 20 to the 17. Let's go down to the sideline.
Guys, Angela Rippon, the daughter of Super Bowl MVP Redskins quarterback Mark Rippon in tonight. No reflection on Laurel Creel's performance. Coach Michelson just wanted her to get some reps, guys.
Makes sense. Like you were saying a little earlier, you'd want to get her a little time. She fades back and throws here, and the pass a little high and incomplete.
Tell you what, Tommy, she looks like a quarterback. I don't want to say this, but she's got better form than her dad.
An old buddy of yours, I know. College and NFL days.
What a problem Coach Michelson has. It's like having Manning and Luck, and next year with Creel and Ripper, they could be the #1 seed.
It could be a tough team to beat. There's no two ways about that. 2nd and 10 football at the 17-yard line, and what a great time to get her some reps here. Rippon under center, handoff. Cam Warner, she goes right up the middle, inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. You give it to your superstar when you want a TD, right?
The beast, Cam Warner, straight fullback dive play. Look what she does. Tommy, she's got no fumbles this year, 0. If you took her to New Year's Eve for Times Square for New Year's Eve, the ball wouldn't drop in New York. She does not drop the ball.
First and goal, football at about the 6-yard line. Now Rippon goes back into the shotgun. It's Warner right there to her side. Looking, steps up, throws, and that was not a good throw. I think she dropped down sidearm and kind of was slinging that a little bit.
Exactly. If you don't plant your 3-step drop, you got to plant your back foot, step into it. That way, sidearm, look, it sails like that. I'll tell you what, though, she's firing BBs. She wants that starting job next year.
Well, and that's what you want, right? As a coach, you want people that want to play.
Absolutely. Competitive people make players better. They'll both get better by competing against each other like this.
So second and goal now. Again, the football at the 6-yard line. Rippon comes up to the line of scrimmage. About 4 minutes left. And a little pitch goes around the right side. And she's going to get down to about the 5 or 6-yard line. Looks like the football came out. And now you can see a mad scramble for it. And, Bobby, that's where people can get hurt.
Absolutely. I love Emily Bell, but you're inside the 10, and you got Warner in the backfield, and you give the ball to Emily Bell. Coach Michaels, I got a question in this play right here. Give it to the beast. Let her get in.
Even if everybody knows she's going to get the football, is that like Earl Campbell? Everybody used to know Earl Campbell was going to get it?
Absolutely right. Challenge. Go right at her.
So third down now. Third and goal. Again, the football at the 6-yard line. Rippon comes up under center, surveys the defense. Rolls out to the right side, got a little pressure, throws, and it's incomplete. I don't know who that was intended for, but it's incomplete. And now, partner, it's fourth down.
Tommy, I got a problem. You got a defensive line that's not a defensive line. They're defensive backs playing defensive line, and you got Warner in the backfield. You could walk over these girls, and you're trying to roll out and throw it. I mean, give it to your man. Give it to the beast.
Well, let's see what they do here on fourth and goal again at the 6-yard line. This could be a big stop for Minnesota. Again, not for this game, but to kind of set them up for next year. And it is Cam Warner who's got it, and she's going nowhere. A nice job by that undersized front line. And now you can see Chris Michelson a little bit upset. He's calling his team back over. It is Minnesota football.
Remember that play, Tommy. If they get in a tiebreaker against Chicago, there's no reason Seattle shouldn't have scored right there. They had the ball inside the 10, no points. Remember that.
Well, they're hoping Chicago goes down to L.A. and gets a win, but not by too many points. Because as you say, this tiebreaker could be very interesting by the time Chicago-L.A. is done. Skirdick hands it to Bastian. Nice cutback. She's got it across the 10, out to about the 11-yard line. I gotta say this. Bastian looks great after that knee surgery. We got the 2-minute warning. We'll take a break and come right back to Seattle.
This is Friday Night Football.
Next week, we head to Central Florida, where Donna Paul and the Toronto Triumph charge south in search of their first ever win against Jeanette McCoy and the high-powered Orlando Fantasy. Coverage begins next Friday night at 10 Eastern right here on MTV2. Handoff goes right up the middle, and she'll get out to about the 14-yard line. Again, that's Bastian. And Bastian's run will make it about 3rd and a yard, but now they've got to throw it twice. And I like this. They're in a little bit of a hurry up now. And they spike the football. 3rd and 1, they spike the football. And by the way, the spike did hit the ground.
I like that. It did hit the ground, but why are you spiking the football? You don't need it right now. Let's get some points, complete some passes. It's a minute 41 left.
Well, Tony Wynn calling out the play.
It looks like something Italian, Tommy. I don't know what he was signaling, but it looks like something out of New York.
Minute 41 left. Minnesota's final game of the season. Skirdick will fade back, got to throw it twice. Throws long, and it is caught. Great catch. Terrific job, and it's Freilich there one more time, and it's yet another Minnesota first down.
Skirdick's got the talent. I mean, if she develops her passing over the offseason, look at this. 1, 2, 3, step, fire it. She's got the arm. She's got to develop more, and she's got the receiver, definitely. Freilich is all world.
Oh, Freilich and Morato are both terrific receivers.
That should be their offensive plan next year with the spread offense.
Now Morato's in the Wildcat. Morato's back there, catches it inside the 10, runs up to about the 6-yard line. Krieger-Zier with the stop. Gain of about 3 on the play. Make it second down now.
Is it by my imagination, or Krieger-Zier's got about 8 tackles
Oh,
tonight?
yeah, she's one of those that's always around the football. Now Skirdick in, and she will spike the football again with 1:12 left.
You want to help me out with that again, Tommy? Spiking the ball again, 1:12. You're in the shotgun. Try to score some points. You're wasting a play.
Well, Tony's obviously trying to set something up. Tony Wynn, their head coach, trying to set something up. And that's just what they're doing right now.
Skirdick is definitely trying to thread the needle somewhere. Actually, Morato's back in the game.
Yeah, Morato back in the Wildcat. On a keeper, comes around the left side. The only people surprised, I think, was the referee. Everybody else knew Morato was going to run it. She gets nowhere, and it's 4th down.
Tommy, she's got no blocking. There's no scheme to this. There's no blocking out there. Of course she's going to get killed.
And now it's 4th down, and they have to throw the football. 4th and goal. And Morato is still in. Morato looking, steps up, throws, and that one bounces in, and it's incomplete. That's tough.
4th and 5. You got to throw the football. You got Skirdick throwing the ball good, but you let Morato throw the ball. She steps up, trying to get it in there, but nobody's open, and she's got no zip on it.
Otherwise, it's good, right?
Otherwise, it's a touchdown.
And I'm not trying to pick on Tony, and I know you're not either.
No,
but
not at all.
We're just talking about what we see in the game.
But to win, to make the playoffs, and win the Lingerie Bowl, that offense ain't going to happen. Ain't gonna work.
Angela Rippon is back in. And throws to the side. Now it's a long pass, and it's incomplete. How about this? Chris Michelson looking for some more points, and he's upset. He doesn't like this at all.
It's a great call. I just don't know where. It's a double pass, which people should come up, but she's thrown it to, there's nobody there.
And it's Laurel Creel that she threw it to, but there's nobody home, yeah.
It's a good call. I know Michelson wants to get some points out there.
And now Creel is in at quarterback. Looks, late pitch, a shovel pass, goes ahead, and Sudi with the catch, Freilich with the stop. That's a very late play. She almost got a safety there.
I actually love this play. This is a great design play. It's a screen pass inside. If you watch, she drops back in the end zone, lets the people come in, sets up the screen. It just didn't develop well.
And we've got a timeout on the field with 42 seconds left. Seattle's going to go over and listen in as Coach Michelson talks to them about what they're going to do. And this is just, again, I think this is just trying to get something going. Everett Lindsay, the defensive coordinator, trying to make something happen for Minnesota.
Absolutely. He is, I'll tell you what, he's one of the best assistant coaches in the league. Played 9 years with the Vikings. He's going to be a superstar coach in the years to come.
Pass is caught. That's Hopkins with the catch.
The Ripper wants to score some points, Tommy. She's dropping back and firing.
And that's a heck of a pass right there, partner.
She's got great form. She looks good under the center. I'm telling you, watch out for this girl.
4th down and 3 now. Rippon fades back, got some pressure, steps over the middle, and the pass is caught and dropped. That should have been a first down. Instead, it's just dropped.
Great pass by the Ripper. Actually, that's Jessica Hopkins. That doesn't happen much. Ripper throws a perfect pass right there. Should have been caught. Now it goes back to Minnesota.
And now the Valkyrie, with 18.8 seconds left, are going to try and put some points on the board. Skirdick throws it over the middle, and that baby sailed on her. That goes into the 3rd row, and it's incomplete.
There was nobody open there, though. It's probably pretty good. I mean,
good decision, you're saying?
Triple coverage. There's nobody there. I mean, you're probably going to get picked. If you're going to do it, throw a lob pass so Freilich can catch it.
2nd and goal. She'll fade back, Look, steps up, throws, and that one is incomplete. They were fighting for that as they were going down. I thought Hopkins may have intercepted it, but instead it's incomplete. And it's now 3rd and 10. Again, the football, I said 3rd and goal a minute ago. It's 3rd and 10. Football at the 11-yard line.
You gotta like Minnesota's fight, though. They're not giving up. They know this game's over, but they want to, for pride and for next year, they want to score some points.
Well, and they put a lot of time in. You only get 4 games in this league, as you well know.
Absolutely. They're going to be a different team.
Yeah, you don't get many chances to play. She'll fade back here. Look, steps up, throws, corner of the end zone, and overthrows her intended receiver. And it's incomplete. That was Murado she was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
She throws a good ball. I mean, look at this. 3-step drop. She just has to step into it more. It sails on her right here. That should have been a touchdown. You throw it right in the chest, and it's a touchdown.
So 4th down now. 4th and 10. Football at the 11-yard line. Skirdick fakes the handoff. Look, steps up, lob pass, corner of the end zone, and almost caught, but it's incomplete. And that's the end of the ball game. Terrific win for the Seattle Mist as they stay in that playoff hunt.
Great game for Coach Michelson and the Mist. Final stats, as you can see, they're all even except the one thing that counts, the score, Tommy, 32-14. Super game for the Mist and Coach Michelson.
Final score tonight from the ShoWare Center. Seattle wins it 32-14. Rolling up the turf, turning off the lights, on our way to the Deep South. See you next week from the Citrus Bowl. Good night, everybody.